Welcome to Stay
and Slay
with Mel
and Chrissy. Hey.
Hey. We are back.
Back with Susie.
We're back with Susie. And hello.
Hi.
This week, we are recording this kind of on a whim. We had no plans to record today.
Yeah, we didn't plan to record today.
I literally, have been home for maybe an hour. We want to be here.
Yeah, we want to be here. We
wanna
don't
be
want
here.
to not be here. Right? We want to be here.
Right.
We just, want to be here.
Right. But I wanted to just kind of explain to everyone why we've been a little MIA. And one, it's because we've just been so busy with, traveling and stuff. And
Yeah.
we were in Colorado together, which was really fun. And then Chrissy went to New Jersey, and then I went to Nashville. So I can't remember where I've been. But we have still managed to keep up with our episodes and stuff. So thanks for those that are just tuning in and following along.
I feel like everyone tuning in knows that we've been out and about.
We've been very stretched thin, and I just want to tell everyone that I appreciate everything.
Sticking with us.
Thank you, because the reassurance makes it worth it, when you're stretched thin and you're
stretched thin.
Damn.
But we had fun.
We did have fun.
Should we talk about our trips?
Yeah. Okay, so why did we go to Colorado?
We went to Colorado to see Odessa.
Who's Odessa?
Who's Odessa?
Who's Odessa?
They're just two guys.
Anyway, we had a great time in Colorado.
We actually had a lot of fun. I had been there before. I took Mel out, showed her around Denver.
Yeah.
We stayed in, Colorado Springs?
Yeah. So,
and we
Boulder.
went to Boulder for a while, too. But it wasn't long enough.
It wasn't.
It was our first trip. It was a new era.
It was.
And we need to travel more.
Too. It was lots of fun.
We need to travel more.
We do. We will.
I think we're super compatible, travel-wise.
Yeah.
I think we, are destined to travel together.
Definitely.
I mean, I hope you feel the same way.
I do.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we definitely had a stressful experience.
Oh, yeah, we almost missed our plane.
We almost missed our flight.
But we handled it with grace.
Let's tell the story.
Yeah.
So I accidentally
calculated the time wrong, kind of. I think we all did.
We all kind of did. And then we left 15 minutes behind schedule, which
which also
those
screwed
15
it up.
minutes
right. It means everything in airport time. It means
everything. So
everything in airport time.
We got to the airport at the time our plane started boarding.
That's bad.
It was so bad.
My bag got marked as a late bag, and she was like, "We'll try everything in our power to get you on that flight, but."
Yeah,
and
so
we were
I was a little nervous, and Chrissy doesn't have TSA pre.
Yeah.
So I do. So I was like,
travel
bye.
the world usually.
I went to my TSA pre,
and she
got on
saved
the plane,
our seats. We
saved the seats.
Yeah, I'd cut the line in security. If I didn't, I probably don't think we would have made it, or we would have made it with a second.
And
our names would have been on the thing.
You guys missed it or Chrissy, made it with 5 minutes.
Chrissy, get on the plane. It would have been like that. Yeah. Make it to gate B, whatever we were on. B23, probably. I think it was B23 because I was rhyming in my head. It felt like the Home Alone movie.
I could not
Home Alone
tell
2
you
when
what
they're running.
We were.
They're running to the plane. And that's what it felt like. But we had a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah,
we made friends at the bar. We went out.
We did.
And we made some friends at Odessa.
Yeah.
And
I think
we sat by the pool. It was relaxing.
Yeah.
We had some cool Uber drivers. Yeah, I love Colorado. I've never had a bad time in Colorado so far.
It was a great vibe, and I think everyone just...
Let's go back and hike.
Yeah.
Let's go up a mountain.
We'll go back. We'll horseback ride.
Yeah. We're horse girl.
We'll rent an Airbnb. It'll be great.
Pony girls. Yeah.
I love horses.
Yeah, let's get an Airbnb
Next,
in the mountains.
we had the 4th of July.
Yeah, we did. How was yours?
What'd you do?
How was your 4th of July?
My 4th of July was great. I spent it with my bestie from home, Kate.
Yeah.
And we went to her lake house and just spent it on the lake, literally jet skiing.
I've never had a
boating.
lake house experience, so if anyone wants to invite me to their lake house, I would love it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we just had a great time and then came home. And then I was on my way to Nashville.
Like, literally, like, yep, right after that.
2 days later, and then here we are.
Yeah.
How about you?
And here we are, right here in this moment.
Zombie.
I was in Jersey for like 5 days, and it was crazy. It was too long to be in Jersey. Nothing.
Did you see Snooki?
No.
New Jersey.
Atlantic City, if you like to gamble, I suggest it. There's like stuff to do there, but I would never say spend more than like 2 days there.
Yeah.
It was a little painful being there for like a whole 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. Sometimes like cities are so deceiving. I feel like you think you can spend more time there than you should.
Yeah, we should have gone to like Atlantic City, like there's definitely people there on like vacations, but I think most people go to like the actual Jersey Shore.
Yeah, for sure.
And we weren't in like the touristy area. We saw a lot of scary things.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Rats.
Oh yeah, and like there was just a lot of violence and dirty. It was just dirty and stuff, but I mean, I still had fun. It was an experience, and the sun was really strong, so I got a nice tan.
Yeah.
The beaches are pretty. Like the sand's very like white and like it's really pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would never stay there that long. I also was kind of tripped out. Like all my trips back to back to back all month, I was just like really wanting to like be done with traveling. Even though I'm like grateful to be able to do that.
I know.
But I was at the point where I was like, I might have overdid it.
It gets really exhausting.
Yeah. Like I was just like, I think I overdid it. I miss a routine.
I'm feeling at the moment. I'm done, ready to just not be
traveling.
Moving.
Right. Just stay in your bed and rot.
Yeah.
I've been like doing that since I permanently got back. But, you know, I've been able to like, you know, finally be home, like, for the summer, you know? Like, before I was just traveling. So, like, I'm, like, spending time with people, and, like, that's been nice. Like, doing all the things I couldn't do while I was traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, able to lay in bed for the day. If I want.
Slay. I'll never know what that's like.
Mel, what are we talking about today?
Today.
It's been so long since I've said that.
I know. Today, we're talking about, I guess, people love to say, I feel like growing up, you always hear your 20s are your prime, your 20s are your best. Like, adults always tell you, since we've been in our 20s, we've been experiencing adults always telling us, like, oh, you're in your prime, whatever, you need to be doing this and that. But I feel like actually being in our 20s, it's just not everything it's cut out to be.
Yeah, like, it's not the best time of your life.
Like,
it's not.
I also feel, I have a lot of friends that are in their later 20s, and they are, like, freaking out about turning 30, or, like, the ones that have turned 30, just,
right.
And I'm like, we don't die when we turn 30.
Right, and that's what, like, that is kind of, like, how it feels, like, we're only young now. We'll never be young again. And, like, it's the best time of your life because you're just going to get old.
Exactly.
Like, that's just how the picture is painted. There's, like, a lot of challenging things that come with being in your 20s that they don't, like, prepare you for.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be lost, and you're gonna feel like you're not on track, and everyone's in, like, a different spot, and you're losing friends left and right. Like, there's just so many, like, things that go on in your 20s that you're not prepared for. Like, the only thing you get to be prepared for is that you're gonna have a great time because you're 20 and you're young, and you're gonna go out and have a fun time.
I think we also have to, like, not put so much pressure on ourselves to have all these things, because society wants us to, like, all right, we graduated college, so now we all have to get a job and we all have to do this and that. And it's like you're seeing all these people traveling, you're seeing all these people working, you're seeing all these people staying at home doing nothing, start their own businesses, like literally
having kids, getting married.
Everyone is on, first of all, everyone's pregnant right now. Why are we in a baby boom?
We are in a baby boom.
Hailey Bieber, Margot Robbie. Who else?
I know there's more people.
So many.
And I agree with you. I feel like
3 people in my office just had babies.
Right, like I think like even in my like day-to-day life, like I know a lot of people just popping them out.
Yeah.
Left and right.
It's kind of crazy.
Popping them out.
And also, I feel like a great example of just different stages of your 20s. And this is the thing, you have to just enjoy it all.
Right. Right.
And remember, life isn't over again when you're 30. But my friends that are in their later 20s that are like engaged, getting married, whatever, they're all the same. Like mentally, I feel like we're all the same.
Yeah.
You're just kind of at that
Which
point.
is true. Like I feel like me and you are more mature than most people our age. So,
yeah,
like,
that is true.
We naturally have friends that are older because we are just mentally at that level, you know?
Right.
And that's like another thing in your 20s. Like it really doesn't matter if you're 21, 22, 25, 26, like you're going to be friends with whoever is at your level mentally.
Yeah.
And in the same place in life, really. Like,
yeah.
People just kind of like after college go their separate ways. Like naturally you lose those friends and you drift apart from people and you grow closer to others just because like we're all on this like journey, you know? Mm-hmm. One of my friends, she always tells me like whenever she's like going through something, she reminds herself that like everyone is on their own journey. Like we're all on different journeys. Like we're all going to be in different places in life always because we all have a different story to live.
Yeah.
And that's like important to remember because there is that stereotype like you have to be married by this age and have a kid by this age and you know move out of your parents' house by this age and have this job and
do this way.
Right. But in reality, we're all like moving at our own paces and living our own lives. There's just so many like ways that our lives differentiate from one another that like it's important to not compare yourself to like the stereotype but to others around you.
Something that this doesn't really have to, well, it kind of has to do with being in your 20s, but we were talking over the weekend. I was in Nashville and we went to where they filmed Hannah Montana movie, The Waterfall Scene.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Manchester, Tennessee, where Bonnaroo is.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there and everyone's just like, you know, in their swimsuits, playing in the water. And my friends and I were just talking. We're like, it's so interesting that like everyone here is so just comfortable being in their swimsuit, like running around, shirtless. No one's like thinking about it, you know?
Yeah.
But like, and everyone, it seems like just everyone is different. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a different body type. And then we're saying like, you go on social media and like look at all these influencers and celebrities and it's like, nobody really looks like that in real life.
No one does, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, we're just saying how it really makes you feel better in a way, and it's almost reassuring and humanizing. I think we have to keep in mind that everyone is in their own little life.
Yeah, their own little journey. Like
a plane is full of 200 people and every single person on that plane has a different day-to-day life.
I know, and it's crazy.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's just one of those moments where you're like, wow. Like, wow.
Yeah.
There's just so many people alive.
I think that another...
It sounds like we're so high.
I know, it does. We're not.
We're not. We're like genuinely...
We're really not. It's just...
This is all authentically coming out of our mouths.
This is real.
This is real
classified Slayer information. So often question, especially right now, because... yeah, I have a job and I'm doing all these things, but sometimes I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I don't know what my next step is. I don't know what I want to do next in life. And you have to remember Well, today, Savannah and I were listening to the old, like, Call Her Daddy scandal when all that stuff happened. And she was 23 when she started Call Her Daddy. And now she's, like, I don't know, 28.
I think she's
28, 29.
I thought she was about to turn 30.
Yeah. So many people started their career later on, not in their 20s, used their 20s to just kind of figure out, mess around with what...
I feel like your 20s should really be about, like, finding who you are and, like, learning to love that person.
How do you find who you are?
Like, just by, like, doing what makes me feel good, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, I am someone who's not going to do what people are doing to fit in, you know? Like, I'm going to hang out with people who make me feel good and do the things that make me feel good, like... You know, like, just, like, figure out what, like, your thing is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like to do? I mean, I'm lucky enough to, like, love my job, you know? A lot of people don't love their job at this age. Like, they just want to have one.
Yeah.
But I feel like just figuring out, like, what your passion is and what, like, you want to do with your life. Like, what gives you, like, a purpose.
Yeah. I feel like... your 20s are kind of just for exploring.
Right.
And making mistakes. And if you have a dream, pick up and go figure it out.
Right. Like, if you wanted
can.
to, what?
If you can
you don't
pick up and leave, then go do it.
You don't want to spend your whole life, like, wondering how different life would be if you never tried that. Or, like...
Yeah. Like, there could be things, you know.
Trying new things is so important. And, like... You know what it is? It's getting out of your comfort zone that, like, really helps you figure out, like, who you are.
Yeah, I mean, change is growth.
Right, like, just, like, doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable is so important because, like, you'll figure out, like, if, you know, trying new things, like, it's scary to do that. Like, like, say you want to go on a vacation by yourself. Like,
yeah.
The only thing stopping you is you.
Yeah.
Like, go and do it and figure out if that's something you like to do, you know, or like I always joke about DJing, but like, why don't I just try it and see if that's something like I want to be doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Something that I think about a lot is how my mom came to the U.S. when she was like in her 20s, probably around my age, and obviously she ended up staying here, but I'm always like, you know, I really can just pick up and do whatever if I wanted to.
When you realize you have that power, it's crazy. Like when
you
like
can
literally get on a plane and just leave.
Yeah.
Like you could.
That's why I think I loved life in college, but I think I obviously like my post-grad life a lot more just because I have so much flexibility to do whatever. Right. And I don't know, we are at a point where we're able to go explore and have fun and be on our own and make new memories, experiences. That's what it's all for.
When I worked in a bakery for like a long time. Like my first job, I worked there forever, like all throughout college and high school. But I worked with this old lady. She's like one of those people you meet and like they change you. Yeah. And she'd tell me the craziest stories. Like sometimes I thought she was like making things up. But you know, she's lived a long life. She's got lots of stories to tell. Yeah. And she told me one day, like, you know, when you die, your grave will like be like, you know, born in 2001 dash whatever year I die, right? Yeah. And she's like, the only thing defining your life is that dash in between those years. And she tells me like to go live my dash. Oh, and that's cute. Yeah, and the dash is whatever I make of it. So when she told me that, I went to college and I told all my friends. Aww. Like I tell all my friends that story. When I went viral on TikTok, I even like told my fans. And people actually like started to do that and inspire them to like when you are old, like all you really have left are those stories to tell. Yeah. Like you want to be able to go ahead and go tell
all we have
a good story
to live.
Yeah, like
that's our only job.
Like go and make those stories to tell. Like go live that life. Yeah. Because like you're the one who's writing the story. You're the one defining what your life is. Like, you give it purpose. You're the one who lets yourself experience those experiences. Like, in the end of the day, it's all you. Like, you're biggest,
the author of your own book.
It's, like, the rest is so unwritten. Like, it's literally you. Do you think we made sense? I hope so.
I hope we made sense this episode.
Because this is, like, our only chance to get an episode.
This was, like, seriously, we squeezed this in today.
Yeah.
And, again, we're not production. If you want
we're just girls
to help us, please do.
Yeah. If you take anything out of this episode, let us know, honestly. Let us know. Did we save any lives today?
Did we save a life?
Anyone?
Did we contribute anything to your day?
Did you need this today?
Did you need this?
Did we waste your time?
Did we waste your time? Up or down?
You know, and if we did, could you give us some, like,
constructive
topics?
criticism?
Like, something to talk about next time? Actually, we do have a guest set up for next week.
We do. So
stay tuned to see who it is and what we're going to be talking about, because it's pretty important.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
We're excited.
But anyway, let's talk about what made our weeks. What was your little thing this week?
Okay. A little thing. Let me think. My little thing this weekend was, so I had a drive Wednesday night to Savannah's house, and I saw a rainbow on my way there.
Oh.
And I saw another rainbow in Nashville. So I saw 2 rainbows
this weekend. Rainbows this week.
And really crazy because
you haven't seen them in a while.
Well, the past actually week I have seen 3 rainbows, and that's really crazy.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
Shout out Shay. What was your little thing?
I was waiting for you to ask. My little thing, actually, I don't know what happened this weekend, because I didn't, like, go into the weekend having plans, you know?
Yeah.
But the plans found me, you know?
Love.
I feel like it happens once a season where I'm like, where did all these people come from?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're like, where have all these people been?
So I got to see, like, all my friend groups, like, in 1 week almost. Yeah. Like in, like, a 4-day weekend, you know?
Yeah.
But my favorite one was the fact that I got to see a friend who went to the military 5 years ago. Wow. Like, right out of high school.
Okay.
And I've not seen him in 5 whole years, maybe more than that.
Okay.
And I went to this party, like, it was like a high school birthday party, and I go every year. It's like, he has this huge party with his family, because there's, like, a bunch of birthdays in July. Mm-hmm. So I go, and I'm really honestly just excited to eat his fruit salad, because it's always so good. So I'm, like, ready for some fruit salad, and then I hear someone say the guy's name that he's coming. I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, there's literally no way. Like, this is one of my close friends from, like, senior year. Like, we went through so much together. Like a trauma bond friend. Like, we're so close. So when I heard he's coming, I just freaked out. And then he actually came. And I was just like, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. Like, I haven't seen you in so long. And we, like, caught up. And it was funny because, like, he's been in Japan. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm like, do you even know the trends? Like, when I say I'm just a girl, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
All right. I will read a little thing first.
Okay, go.
I'm going to say staying in.
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, I love staying in. Actually, this weekend.
You do.
My friends and I were watching Love Island. And if you're watching Love Island this season, you know it's so good.
I want to be.
And
figure it out.
We were going to go out, but then we were like, let's just stay in. And it was great.
I love it. I need to get on Love Island.
You do.
I'm going to say Yellowstone vacation with my family, because that's so cute. And I haven't been on vacation with my family in years, so, like, that's just cool. And cool. Yellowstone sounds cool. I've never been there.
I'd love to go to Yellowstone.
What state is Yellowstone? I don't even know.
Low-key, I don't know.
Well, I'd like to go.
Anyone want to give us the
Should
Yellowstone lore? Yeah, we can go to Yellowstone.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
Mel's over it.
I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. All right. Well, Thanks for watching Stay
and Slay
with Mel
and Chrissy. And
as always,
stay vibrant.
Womp, womp, womp.